Okay, in this video we're going to take a look at how we're going to manipulate the image in the report. And what we're doing is we have a report here for Topper Construction, and we're going to get the new statistics from Google. Okay, so we've gone out and we've already collected from the Google Places, from the other video, we've already collected the graphic that we need, and it's all here in memory. So what we're going to do is we're going to click it, and then we're going to click copy, and then we're going to come over into our Word document for the report, and we're going to scroll down to the second page, which contains the dashboard report from the last time. Okay, when we click that, we actually have an image with handles and is resizable on this form. Okay, it also has special properties right now where you can actually move it anywhere you want. That is not the case when it first comes into memory. So I'm going to hit the delete key now, or no, I guess it won't let me. So I'm going to hit delete key. I've just selected it. So if it doesn't have the handles, it's going to have an insert point like where you would normally type like characters and stuff like that. Okay, but since we want to work with the image, I'm going to click the image, and then we get the handles. And once that's live, then I can press the delete key, and it's going to delete it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste in here the new image. Okay. Now you can see that this image, although clickable, has a different look to it. See the little dotted line here in the handles. This might be a little different in the Word that you're working with, but what happens is it's all the same when you come in here and you click on the image, and then you right click and you want to say Format Picture, and it's the layout. And sometimes it's a little bit different, but if you look in your version of Word, you'll see it. What I want to do is I want to put it behind the text. Okay.
Okay.
And then I'll click OK. All right. Now you see how the handles change to the different ones.
Yep.
Now look what I can do with it. I can move it around. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it up to the upper part, upper left. And I'm going to come down here, and you can see that I have still some area in the margins, on the bottom margin and the right margin. I'm going to click and drag this till it fills the page, just so it's nice and big for them to read and see. Okay, see how I did that? Now even though it's outside these margins here, it's still displayed, and that's a function of working with that when I right click the image and do Format Picture and putting the layout behind text. Okay, if you have any text and it's actually not formatted right, the text can actually zip right up underneath this picture because it's or on top of the picture. But what I have is I've got a somewhere here I've got a page break. I don't know if you know how to insert a page break, so that it actually jumps to another page. Like if I go down here and if I wanted this to start on a new page, are you pretty familiar with Word and how to work with it or not?
Medium. I mean, I can read page break. I could guess what that was.
Okay. I'm hoping that you're coming in through a little bit on the thing. But anyway, if you put your insert point right there at important, note on ranking variability, and then press page break, it's going to go to the next page. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So if you ever do something and you say, "Oh, I didn't mean to do that," you can either undo or Control Z. If you see the Control Z there,
Okay.
yeah, I usually hit Control Z, and it just puts it right back. And generally, it has a history of changes. So it used to be the old days you could only undo the last change. Now you can undo. I've done like 10 or 20. Yeah, so. Don't be exactly like if I wanted to really if I wanted to really make a lot of work for myself, I could just do probably from the beginning of when we last saved the document. It'll go all the way to the last save. All right, so now we have the new in here, and what I do is I look down here and I see, okay, 353 and 17 actions. So what I do is I scroll up here and I do 353 and 17 actions. So they actually had more actions last month than this month. but more impressions this month than last month. So let's see, 14, 2, and 1 are the numbers. 2 and 1. Oh, good. They had one click to their website. Great. Their website stinks. It's a one-page website. the guy took off and just kind of left them hanging. Okay, so that's basically it. Now, what we're doing here is on this ranking report, we're going to give them a PDF, and I'm going to go into how to do that next. So I'll record that in a separate video. But that basically is all we need to do for this report. So what we do is come up here, we make sure that we're doing the right client. This is an auto date. If you want to change the date, you can, but it automatically updates to the date that you're editing it on and in this format. So these things were what we did, and then just some verbiage down here. You can change it a little bit as you feel fit. I'm going to put Gene Bond, and then Gene at Blue Tech Marketing, and I'm going to come up here and I'm going to save. Okay, and now that's done. All right, so I'm going to stop this video, and then we'll go on to how we actually get the access for the PDF and get that taken care of as well. And we'll see that in the next video.
Okay.